Right guys, what's going on? It's Kristian here at the BT Sports Studios, and as you can see, my co-host is Gary Lineker. It's not really, but you know, we might get some words with him later. So, this is a day in the life of, and we're going to do a day in the life. We're going to go around, we're going to have a word with some people, we might even get some influencers. It's going to be an interesting one. Let's get into it now.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining us for what is BetBall's very first Facebook Live. So today, my name's Jamie Hinks, I'm from BetBall. We're joined by Kristian Sturt, expert on transfers and much derided goalkeeper in comments on YouTube videos. Yeah, so in terms of this game, like I really think both teams to score is an absolute banker on this one, because I just don't trust Arsenal on the opening day. I don't know what it is. I think their record in the last few years has been pretty poor. I think they beat Palace once, but apart from that, it's been like losing that really good game to Liverpool last season. But that game against West Ham, absolutely awful. But yeah, I think both teams to score banker in this one. Could be quite a few goals.
Good news for Liverpool fans. I don't actually see him leaving this summer unless he really pushes for a move. I actually think Barcelona's interest is more in Ousmane Dembele rather than Coutinho. And if we're looking at the positions, Coutinho's not a winger. So if he was coming in to replace Neymar, he's not going to be able to adapt to that. I mean, you could argue that Barcelona could walk over most teams with 10 men and that they would essentially have the time to adapt him into a role. But I don't think he's the player that Barcelona need. I think Ousmane Dembele or Mbappe, much more suited to take over from Neymar's role, would be done a disservice if we didn't say that they were a contender to break that top four. Yeah.
Not just 6.
No, because I think they have an exciting manager in Koeman. I think they're building the right English spine that they need. If he gets it right early on and gets a few wins under the belt, break the top 4 is maybe a little bit of an exaggeration, but definitely top 6. If they don't finish top 6, I'll be disappointed for Everton. With how their summer's gone. Yes, they've lost Lukaku, but they did it in the right way. Mm-hmm. So they knew that he was going. They identified that they had a bidding war between Chelsea and Manchester United, which means they got the best price possible for him. That in that time, they identified the issues and started to buy their players. Then they sold Lukaku.
Manchester United versus West Ham. I can't see anything else that you'd want to do on this game apart from lump on Lukaku, because he just torments West Ham when he plays against them. It's quite cruel. For West Ham fans to watch Lukaku against them, because he just toys with them. And that's about it from us. Thank you so much for joining us, Kristian. It's been
not a problem at all.
An absolute pleasure, and thank you very much, guys.
2 hours later.
So we're going to go for who you think's going to win the league.
Manchester City. I bet everyone said that to you, haven't they?
No, a couple of United's in there.
Yeah, I think United second, but City I think is the winners just because their business was expensive, right? You could argue they overpaid. However, it's almost worth overpaying rather than haggling and buggering about till the very end of the window and then overpaying anyway and getting something in. Because, the amount they've paid for players will seem cheap in 3 or 4 years' time. So you get the players in, they've got the right players, they've got the players that Pep wanted, and they've got them in with time to work alongside him. And they had to replace their fullbacks. They were aging, they were getting old, and in the system and the style that he plays, they're the most integral players in the pitch.
Okay, your favourites to finish bottom?
It's always a hard one. This, as a Norwich fan, you're well used to the sort of struggles of life in the Premier League. I think Brighton are going to really struggle, because I think that Newcastle, it's not a happy shit. It really sounds and feels, doesn't it, like Rafa was angling after either improving things big time or getting out of there. But I still think they'll have enough. I really like the setup at Huddersfield. I just think that with no previous Premier League experience, it's going to be a really tall order for Brighton, and I do fear for them. I saw them in a pre-season game against Norwich and I was massively unimpressed. That's not how they're going to be when the season starts, for obvious reasons, but I think it's going to be hard for them.
So there's a lot of people that ask me how to get into journalism. How would you advise somebody that's quite young in trying to get into punditry or even into journalism? How would you advise them to
do everything? Is probably the best advice that somebody gave me, and I suppose the benefit that I have is that I come from a footballing background, so I talk football from a journalist point of view. Some of the best people that I work with, they've worked behind the camera, they've done adverts in terms of voiceovers. They've done the timings of things. They've done auto cue. They know everything that is happening on their show at any particular moment, and anything that could go wrong they understand inside out, and I suppose that gives them the best knowledge to be the best that they can. From my point of view, was do television, do radio, do co-commentary, you know, write blogs, you know, do whatever you possibly can to get yourself out there and experience every part of it, and see if you enjoy it and where you want to find yourself at the end of it. So yeah, I think do everything that you can possibly do initially is the best thing.
Cool, appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Nice.
Penalty for Frank Lampard. Come on. Come on. Jeans and shoes. I saved it. I saved the Let it go. Let it go. Really big goal, isn't it? It's huge. Outside of the foot.
That's how we do it in Nottingham. That's how it's brought up.
Weak foot. You decided to go weak foot.
Let's go weak foot.
Or you. Or you. Oh, how have you not got there?
Just about putting up on it. Just about putting up on it. How much you paid him? You just got to put up on it. I mean,
he paid me
at a pace. I mean, up in the corner. What are you doing?
I'm going to go weak foot.
What's your weak foot?
Right foot. No, it was left foot.
I don't want to get there. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think you're lying, but okay. Yeah.
No, weak foot in my leg.
Pretty sure you slotted it into that corner.
Right. I mean, worst weak foot on YouTube. Oh, dear. Oh! Look at the draw!
Are
you ready? So if you put your foot out there, you've got the ball right there, you have to take one step back. Are you ready?
Where's the ball?
It slipped out. It's a bad.
Cheating, I know that you know that. No. You think I'm stupid.
Right foot out. The ball's there. I will let go of you. Take a step back. I'm gone. Oh!
That's smart.
I got blindfold now. No dodgy business, yeah?
Try to read it. Hold it. Couple of questions. Crossbar to set it.
Let's do it. Crossbar. He's here to win. I love the attitude. Crossbar.
Any technique. To set.
Nice. You've done this before.
This is what I do.
You do this before set. Before every single show, he's taking crossbar shots. I'm not having it. I've been hustled.
You'll go.
That was Lurpak spreadable, brother.
That's smooth.
Any technique, yeah?
So any technique.
Alright, let's do this. I mean, they gave us 5 minutes, but
it's not a win,
exactly.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you for watching this video, guys. You made it to the end of it, which means I've done something right. Either that or you just skipped on for some reason. Anyway, if you like that video, just hit subscribe. It's just there. Or YouTube have said that you'll like this video, and this is my last video here. You can go watch any of them. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been Kristian. Have a great day.